Hi everybody, my name is Dionne Woods and I'm the owner and artist of the Turquoise Iris. How's everybody doing? Listen, I feel like you might be a little close and I do want you to know that I'm going to angle the camera down here in just a moment on what I'm working on. I just wanted to say hello, wait for someone to come on, and then I'll angle it so you see exactly what I'm doing. What was it, Thursday night we started a new piece of furniture, and it's a small wardrobe. Hello everybody. Hi, so look what I'm gonna be working on tonight. Can you even see it? It's periwinkle, and it's watered down DIY paint called Water Lily, and I've got it in my little cheap spray bottle right here. I'm also got my water girl handy, but I'm not actually gonna be putting any paint in these. So I'm just using my old ones for the watered down paint. Now, this is a black wardrobe and it's laying down. So Thursday night, we put a very solid base coat of, was it Little Black Dress or Black Velvet?
Black Velvet, remember?
Black Velvet?
Song.
Oh, the song, that's it. So I covered the entire piece with Black Velvet. And so my vision for this is that large scale white and pink and red flowers. That's my vision for it. But before I start on that, I want to get a really good, a little bit of texture going on. So we're going to do a paint wash. And when I say paint wash, I'm going to actually spray light mist, but I'm going to use periwinkle, and I'm going to give it kind of a watercolor look. And if it gets to be too much, I'll sand it down a little bit, and if it's not enough, I'll do another layer of it. Hello everybody, happy Sunday. We went to see Jumanji. It's really good, but I have to say, what do we think about Jumanji?
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It was good.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't great. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't fantastic though.
It was good.
I love all the characters. Love Jack Black. Love The Rock. Love Chris Hart. Chris Hart?
I'm sorry?
Is it Chris Hart?
Kevin.
There it is.
Kevin Hart.
You have to pay attention when I'm talking. Because
I'm reading 3 to 9 different comments at one time.
You're reading 9 different comments at once.
Up
Fantastic.
to 9 comments.
How is that happening? So, all right. So I have it laid down. I'm going to tilt the camera so you don't need to see me. But we're gonna see what this looks like. So I laid in bed last night. I couldn't sleep, and I thought periwinkle. I need to grab my water girl. I need to grab my water lily and spray it on top of the black and see if I can create a little bit of movement on the solid flat black. And then if that looks good, then tomorrow we will start with our flowers. And I want that big, my motivation, my inspiration is that wallpaper murals that I've been seeing all over Pinterest. And it's like big white flower with the pink and some red. So that's what I'm after. So bear with me. I'm going to tilt the camera here in just a minute, and we'll get started on adding a little bit of a color wash. So Matt, if you mind leaning it down. I'm going to keep this one handy, and this is just water, and this is 6 ounces of water, and I've added probably like a tablespoon of water lily.
This might be a catastrophe, so sorry if it is.
Where are you going? Just raising it up first. We're using the old one, so bear with us if my phones pop out.
We don't need popping out.
Nothing needs to pop out on camera.
No popping out.
No. Okay, but I wanted to talk to you before we tilted it, but I can still talk. Okay, so Facebook looks great. YouTube needs to probably come down just a little bit more, but I think they can see. Okay, perfect, Matt. Perfect.
Don't touch it.
Or what?
If it falls.
I'm gonna touch it. Ooh, ooh. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna lightly mist this, and I put this black velvet on 2 days ago, so we've got a good, solid, dry clay-based. Welcome back, says Robert Gloria. Welcome back, Matt.
Hello, hello.
Because you were gone Thursday.
I was here Thursday. I wasn't here Friday.
No, you had lessons Thursday.
Oh, I missed Thursday too.
You weren't here Thursday. We had baseball lessons.
Good thing I'm not doing that 100 live thing.
Yeah. You'd missed too many days. Thank you. Hashtag more Matt. Suzanne, you're so sweet. You got some of your secrets.
Jane Potter, what are you painting on? So, is it okay to put paint in your sprayer?
I'm not putting paint in my sprayer. I'm putting paint in this sprayer. This is like the tutorial, Jane, that we did in the Creative Connection where we did the tie-dye. So only water is in here. I'm gonna have it handy. And then I'm putting, this is my old one, and I'll be honest with you, when I spray it like this, and then I have to manually take the thing and pull it back out. Not cool. But I'm gonna do that. So I have this handy as well. And so if I wanna move some of the paint, I can move it with just a little bit of water. So I have both of them side by side. But what I'm trying to do is create a little bit of texture. And if I decide I wanna get my brayer, which probably gonna get my brayer now that I said it out loud, that's probably going to happen.
You can't tell them before it happens.
Why?
Because
Why? I'm probably getting ready to grab my brayer.
I don't know.
Yeah, there are no rules here, bro. Other than we're not, see, I have to pull this back out. But
So what are we doing here? What is that?
we're adding texture. We're creating a backdrop with texture and color with this color wash before we paint our flowers on it. I want a large spray of really large blooms on
So
it.
you're creating a background on top of a background.
Yeah, I don't want just black.
Okay, that makes sense.
Does it?
Jane Potter, does Matt realize there is a mandated minimum wage? Does that mean for me or for my assistant?
He gets to,
I get to be a part of this process.
there you go.
I'm lucky.
There you
I'm
go.
a lucky guy.
There you go. Okay, so right now it's a little bit spotty, which I'm in for it. And the thing is, I didn't want to do white because I wanted it to be a little bit, I wanted to have a tint of blue. So I'm gonna spray it now with just a little bit of just regular water. Nothing's in this bottle but water. And this is a fine mist sprayer, you guys, so it comes out really soft, like at the water parks when you're in line. And they just mist you a little bit. Okay, or the roller coaster rides. Brayer. Use my brayer, and I'm gonna roll a little bit of texture with that. Yes.
Oh, boom.
Look. Not everywhere.
Oh.
Just, I don't know, actually, maybe I don't need it. I'm not gonna do it heavily. I'm not gonna do it even. I want it kind of more at random. Right, let me go around to the back so my hair's not.
On the line, it looks like burnt wood.
It looks like I'm creating like driftwood. Like,
yeah, it looks like you're
like
creating burnt wood. Robin Jefferson, does the sprayer use a battery?
No.
And what color did you spray on it?
Water lily. It's a periwinkle from DIY Paint.
And Jen, she'd like to know, what are you using? What is that?
This is a brayer.
She just tuned in.
It's from Iron Orchid Design. It's just a rubber, kind of a rubber mallet, but it's on a roller. I think the quality is the best that I have found.
It does. It looks like.
Oh my God, I love it.
It looks like burnt wood.
Wow, I've never done this before.
Looks like, you're at like a bonfire and you got that one big piece of wood that never burns down.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
We have a big old piece of driftwood in the house.
So this is a armoire, correct?
Yes,
It's just on its back. Right
it's like 6 feet tall maybe, and then probably 36 inches wide. And when I get this done, I have to flip it to the sides, but tomorrow we'll have it standing up and we'll start painting flowers on it. But I think this is really good, you guys. I'm more excited than I expected.
So why do
keep going.
Why do you do a background on a background? Because you're base coat, right?
The black was just a base coat to cover the wood because this creates texture. And
Isn't that a background though?
Looks like a paint. I want more of a paint. No.
Okay. Gotcha.
No, because think about it, Woods. I paint base coats and then I almost always change the color of the whole piece of furniture. You only see it popping through the underlayer, the base coat, right? Because it creates dimension and it creates, hey, she didn't just paint this in 2 hours. Like this took some time and created a really, really lovely look.
Got you. So you didn't put I mean, one lady made a comment, Rosalinda?
Mm-hmm.
Hi there, did you add something to crackle it?
No, I'm just rolling it. I didn't crackle it at all. It's just doing these weird things on its own.
Robert's calling me out on this. He says, it's all about the layers, Woods. I know, I'm learning.
No, I'm glad you're asking these questions so you can help answer them one of these days.
One of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool on the line.
On the line,
Yep.
And then I've got to spray it with regular water.
Hey, thank you, Catherine Miles.
Hey, Catherine.
She said popped over here for its camera equipment. Thank you so much.
What?
She gave us a little bit of
you
money.
gave us fan money?
Yeah, she
Oh,
did.
Catherine, that's so nice. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, Mary did the same thing. She gave us $4.
You guys, thank you. Super
Yes,
fan.
thank you so much. That helps us with getting better equipment so you can hear us better.
Yes, he's still doing research and he's narrowed it down. He's got me looking at different apps that we can use with the equipment and stuff. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm nervous about taking the plunge because I learned how to do so many new things all the time, and I'm like, oh gosh, something else that's new. Like, I gotta be ready for it, you know? So I love this. I don't love it at first, but I love the way it's starting to work. Like, I love this over here. This is amazing. And I've never done these colors together, and I've certainly never worked with black like this before.
So you actually put a little bit of paint in it's not white paint. It's actually
No, it's periwinkle.
a periwinkle with water, and it's not a very high mixture, is it?
No. It's like a tablespoon and 6 ounces of water.
And we're putting this over a black base, which is black velvet.
Black velvet. This is the color that's going in the paint. Here, I think when we have the light on, it's so bright that they can
it's
get
tough, but we have to
When you get it close, you see that it's more of a periwinkle. This is the watered down DIY paint. It kind of acts as a dye because it's so highly pigmented. So it acts as a dye basically, and then we're running it over the black. I want to create a really warm texture, so tomorrow I can start on my hand-painted flowers. So it'll be standing up tomorrow, but we have to do it like this for today so we don't have drips. I'm not looking for drips.
No drips on this piece.
Not right now. We will when we're doing flowers.
So you got a really good look on Facebook. It's looking really good. YouTube, we'll tilt it up, be a little bit closer.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Once you get, because it's a little hard to see on YouTube what the texture actually looks like. So we'll have to
Well, you want to adjust it now?
Go ahead and finish, and then we can prop it up and let them look at it a little bit better. But it looks to me, it looks to me like burnt wood, like you have a piece of wood that's burnt. Some person
See, I don't see that at all, because I see blue, and from this angle I see blue, I don't see gray.
Well, I'm not really saying gray, I'm just saying the way that kind of texture, the way it looks, the way the brayer's putting the texture on it.
Okay.
It's kind of cool. Somebody said it kind of looks like alligator a little bit. I thought of that too.
I'm not sure I like either of those descriptions.
It's a really cool look. It really is.
Now, this bottom half, most of it's all going to be covered with flowers, but if it's peeking out between, that's cool. The top part is the main thing. There's a little bit of scroll work on this armoire that was already there. So now I'm just putting water over it.
And can you tell what the difference is between black velvet and a little black dress?
Yeah, black velvet, or little black dress is darker. Unless I said that wrong. Black velvet is not as dark. Little black dress is darker, actually. Black velvet has more gray in it.
So black velvet has more gray?
Yeah, it's got more of a lush finish.
Oh, okay.
Little black dress dries darker. But yeah, we'll tilt it up for you guys on YouTube so you can get a better.
Yeah, I mean, they can see it. It's not that they can't, but for some reason it just seems so far away.
Oh, don't trust me. I want y'all to see this. This looks really fun.
Mr. H said you guys might enjoy Knives Out. It's a good one. Knives Out. Oh, the movie Knives Out.
Yeah,
Didn't Elijah go see that a while back?
Yeah, I think he saw it twice.
Yeah, I think he did.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we do want to see that one. There was one that's coming out this week.
Oh, Carol Slater, she says, please, before you sign off, will you please show us your wedding ladies? I'm assuming she's referring to the pieces on your door, honey.
Oh, yeah, they're going to be available for sale tomorrow at 4 Central Time. My whole series. They're actually called the ladies. One is the beach. One is the anniversary. One is the party. One is the wedding. One is the shower. And one is the honeymoon. Yes.
One person,
This is awesome.
I think it's Jacqueline
Okay.
Conley. Looks like aged leather.
Awesome.
A
I
lot of
haven't
people
decided
are.
what I think it looks like. I just know that I love it. The wood of this wardrobe was really dried out, and so it's soaking up, and it just looks, the texture's really good, and I'm not really having to do much, you guys. Okay.
Cynthia Baxley says, Dionne, getting me some red pants. You rock them.
That's right. They're kind of corally orange, but when you wear them with house shoes and gym socks, that's the look that you're
That's
after.
the big league look right
That's
there.
the home look, girl. My cute shoes come off as soon as I walk in the door. I'm going to lean it up.
No, how about we just lean the piece up, prop it up.
Okay, you want to do that and show
So
them?
you can kind of show them and talk about it.
And then I will tilt it and do the other side because I don't think there's not a lot of water on here, so I think we're going to be okay to tilt it towards them and then kind of scoot it back.
Here, I can do it. I got
You
it.
can?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so see the little bit of texture that's on here? I love this section the most, which is good because a lot of this is going to be probably painted over when I add the flowers. I want to do, I'm going to use my VIP brush. And then guys, I bought this in Paris at the hardware store. So I actually have an 8-inch, and I'm going to use my flowers and do some base with this, fill in some more colors with my VIP, and then I'll use my Dusty for a 3-inch, and I'll just really create some fun flowers on here. But I love the way this looks.
It looks,
Yes?
yeah, it looks really good. Even looks different from this angle.
So you can definitely tell when you're up close that it's actually blue. It's not white, it's not gray. This, you can tell that it takes on a blue tint. And I wanted it to look like it was wallpaper that was kind of almost crumpled and worn. And so then we'll put the large flowers on it, you guys. Thank you so much for. Someone just did super fan.
What?
Oh
Super
my
fan?
gosh.
Tim over here. I need an assistant right now.
I know, but we'll look in just a second. I want to figure out who that is. Okay.
All right, set
Are
it
you
down.
ready?
What are we doing?
No, we're gonna push it back because I'm gonna do this section now. So we'll have to pick it up. Come back a little bit further, please. There you go. Perfect. So the water there's not enough water on it
Oh, Jasmine Smith.
for it to dry. Jasmine.
$5. Thank you so much. Whoop whoop.
Jasmine, thanks for the super chat. Super fan. Appreciate you. So right now I stream on multiple devices, and what we're working on figuring out a way to stream on one device and do all the things. A lot of the opportunities take away comments. And if I can't see your comments, it's like, no, I don't even want to do it. So that's what we're looking for, is to find a way to make sure we can stream on one device and then see all the comments too. So, and I want to have better audio. I want y'all to know that we're really, really trying to have better audio on all the devices as well, so we are more professional. Right now, we're just doing the absolute best that we can. So this is drawing, so I'm going to do this section right here. For those of you that want to hang out a little bit longer, we'll just do this again. And if you're just now popping on, this is Black Velvet. It's a chalk and clay based paint from DIY that I applied on Thursday night. And then I've got 6 ounces of water in my really old Hobby Lobby water bottle with like a tablespoon of water lily, which is it's a really good periwinkle. It's a brand new color, and yes, I did pick it out myself. so I'm biased to it.
Naomi
Okay.
Davila
I'm gonna get started.
says, have you considered painting hibiscus flowers? They are gorgeous, huge blooms, especially here in Florida. Butterflies and hummingbirds are attracted due to the sweet nectar. They come in lots of color.
So when when the boys were itty bitty, we had a hibiscus plant growing in our backyard here in Oklahoma, and it did work. I think actually, I don't know if they can see very well at all. What do you think, Matt?
Wow.
I mean, they
it would
really can't see.
I know it would be better if it was like tilted just a little bit. Here, get your stool.
My stool.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Oh, you're gonna be sitting there,
No,
aren't
I'm
you?
gonna sit in that, babe. I got this.
You got it?
I got a hammer.
I don't think it'll be enough.
Well, I don't need it to be a lot. Oopsies. Anything will be better, right? Okay. Set these down here.
A can of paint would probably be the right height. A little small can of paint. Oh, that's good, honey. That's pretty good.
I need my design assistant to have a plan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay, that looks good right
Does
there.
that help?
Yeah, that helps tremendously.
Okay.
That looks good.
All right, good. Okay.
I really like the way that front turned out.
Did I surprise you, babe?
And well, it looked different when you were doing it, and then when I walked over, and now I kind of see it head on.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of gave it a different look. It doesn't have that burned wood look, where it kind of did
Thank you.
before.
Thank you. I wasn't thrilled
I
with that.
know, honey, but it looked really cool.
So, this thing's old and I have to like pull the lever, but I don't put paint in my Water Girl spray bottles. I like to use that just for water. Okay, so I'm gonna do half of this. Now I'm gonna mist it with more water, with just regular clear water.
We didn't hit, Jasmine, we didn't get hit with hardly any storms. I don't know if that's to us or somebody else, but we had a lot of wind, really. Some rain, and when we woke up this morning, it was mainly ice and a little bit of snow, so it wasn't too bad.
We had tornado advisory yesterday, and then we went to bed with snow trickles, which was so random.
Sabrina Wilson says, night sky during a full moon. That's what I see. That was nice.
Sky.
Yeah, I can see that.
I love that
Yeah, I can see
description.
that.
That's
Because you put
wonderful.
the flowers on it, maybe like a full moon, right? Light
Yeah,
up the flowers,
like
that'd be
they're
great.
lighting up the flowers.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Thank you for that description.
Looks like Mama H, Oklahoma Indian paintbrush would look beautiful with the white
Oh,
black velvet.
Yeah,
You're right, good.
I
That's
love
nice.
those.
We do have a tornado bunker.
Yep. But we don't have to go underground.
No, it's
Ours is
it's above
freestanding
ground,
at
right.
this house. Our others were underground, but this one we get to just walk in and sit down. It's a safe, it's called a safe room rather than a bunker. Which going underground for the tornado gives me more anxiety than the actual tornado warning usually. I'm
That
gonna
is-
kind of go sideways a few areas too.
Yeah, they do such a great job, the weathermen, about pretty much telling you exactly where it's at, so.
Meaning he doesn't go in the bunker is what he's saying.
Well, somebody has to watch the TV to let everybody else know where it's going.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you're kind of like the middleman.
Yeah, and then that's what gives me the third amount of anxiety is the fact that Matt doesn't get in.
Sue Windsor, my family traveled to Oklahoma every summer.
Why?
Are there still tornado cellars?
Mhm.
Yes, a lot of people have them. A lot of people.
Usually you buy a house and if there's not one in there, you just put it in.
Carol Saxton, always creative and great new ideas.
Thank you. I try so hard to keep new ideas fresh for you guys. I feel like hopefully we'll never run out of ideas.
When we do, we just
Re-
think of something else to do.
repeat the ones that we've done before and
I mean, we did steampunk.
we did steampunk.
I mean, if you don't put steampunk in Dionne, turquoise iris in that same sentence.
Yeah, that stretched me. Actually, if you hadn't done the hardware, I would have left the original on there because I wouldn't have messed with it. All right, so now I'm misting with just water and watering it down just a little bit more so it will move a little bit more freely.
Liz Armstrong, she would like to know if we've ever been hit directly by a tornado.
We have been fortunate enough, Liz, we have never been directly hit. We have been within a mile or two of the direct hits, where, you know, actually people perished. But we have never, we've been very, very fortunate. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Okay, Brittany Grimes.
Hi, Brittany.
I'm going to order some DIY paint for my projects.
Hi.
My cart is full, LOL. What are your thoughts on staple colors to get a good start?
So you want to get, obviously, a white because it's a neutral, but you can always add white to any color and lighten it up. So always have extra white on hand. You want to get a dark color, so I recommend a black or a dark gray. And then you really need to get your favorites. Like blues are easy if you're into resale, if you're just learning and you want to paint for yourself. But blues are really good for resale. I would go with Farm Fresh. I would go with Bohemian Blue. I would go with Hey Sailor and Blue Iris. Any of those are going to be really good blues to have on hand. And then if you're going to do blues, you want to do complementary colors. If you're planning on putting complementary color, more than one color on a piece, then you want to have your complementary colors, which would be, you know, the shades. If you're going to go with teal, then the oranges, which would be Summer Crush. If you're going to do Blue Iris, you want to have some Liquid Sunshine or some Queen Bee.
Vanessa, I hope I say this right. Gumeli, what does the water mist do?
It's thinning the paint and creating like a dye, and then I'm rolling it on as if it were texture.
We have quite a few people coming on. Said so glad they finally caught you live. Huh?
Oh, good. I'm so glad that you guys are here. Listen, I'm here. Try to come on every night around 8:30 Central Time. Sometimes it's a little bit later because I do business coaching in my private groups, and I tend to do that around 8. So if I get on here, it might be 9. And I do Central Time. That's where we're from. We're in Oklahoma. You can catch me on YouTube or Facebook and often Instagram as well.
And that was from, I'm going to say this wrong, and I apologize now, Facebook, Julori Davidson?
That's a beautiful name.
It's Julorie.
Okay, let's stand it up because I bet the front is about dry, Matt.
You want to stand it up?
Oh, wait, no,
No.
this isn't though.
Can't, yeah.
This isn't dried. This wood is not as dried out, and it's also maybe thinner, and it's not absorbing as quickly, and it's not drying as quickly as the front did. But I do want to take it off of the paint. Okay. Okay. So, any questions? I just love it. Yes, I just love it. So it gave a really soft texture to the black velvet paint. And we're gonna stand it up here in just a second so you can get a better view of the front. I am just letting this kind of dry just to set up for just a few minutes. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you want me to recap, I can. These are just the 3 products that I used. A brayer by Iron Orchid Design, This is a fine mist sprayer called the Water Girl, which actually has my name and logo on the front of it. You can get one of those at paintpixie.com. And then this is just my old Hobby Lobby bottle. It has 6 ounces of water, and then I put just like a tablespoon of water lily in it. We like to hear Matt talk.
Laura, can you explain this technique once more? I'm sorry I was late, but I love it.
It's really simple and basic, guys. I just put black on Thursday night. Then I came in today and sprayed, just now, this on, watered it down just a little bit more to control the movement with just water, and then I rolled the brayer over it. So I hope that you'll be able to go back and look, brayer, B-R-A-Y-E-R, on ironorchiddesign.com. You can find a retailer near you, or you can find an online retailer and have them ship it to you. Or if you're local, nope, never mind, I don't have any.
Shaylin Burnett Ellison, do you typically paint the back of a piece?
Shaylin, hey girlie, I don't. I usually don't, unless Matt puts a new backing on it where it's like new fresh wood. I don't, but I love seeing the old. Usually there's a label, usually it's stamped with something, and so I actually almost always keep the back on. All right, Matt, it's dried enough to where it's not going to drip. Let's stand it up.
Okay, and then just real quick while we do that, you can answer this. Do you ever use a fan to dry it faster? Will that affect the paint?
I hardly ever use a fan.
Sometimes use
I have a heat gun. But I usually just use that for classes or when I have you guys on live. All right, we might scoot it back so they can get a better view. Thank you.
Want me to tilt this up?
Yes, please. Okay, we're gonna get a better view, you guys. Okay, I think they can see pretty well. Okay, so you can see the top, what I was talking about. It's still wet up here, you guys. It's still a little bit splotchy because it's actually wet. But the DIY paint acts as a dye because it's extremely pigmented. So it's basically a very thin watered down coat over the black velvet. And so it's periwinkle and black velvet. Periwinkle, the name of the color is water lily. And I have been using DIY for 3 years, and Debbie said, "Do you want, how about a few colors?" And I said, "Let's get a periwinkle." So I got to actually choose this color, and I'm in love with it, and I love it over the black. Then this watered down and created this texture. So what you can't see is all this texture up here.
Yeah.
You can't see all that?
Not
Oh
on the
my
video.
gosh.
Well, on the video.
It looks really
You can't see
good.
it on
So
video, it's not
when
high
I'm
enough.
done here, I'll take some pictures. I'll do some close up. I'll put it in the comments on Facebook, and I'll put it under community on YouTube. So what you need to envision is there's going to be really large scale flowers from about midway down. And I'm going to use colors white, red, and pink. So I wanted this to look like a textured wallpaper. I've been seeing a lot of murals on Pinterest, and I have these brushes. I actually bought this one in Paris at the hardware store when all of us ladies and Zeb ran through the store. And then I have the VIP, which is the one you can get from Paint Pixie, and I'm going to collaborate with these and create big blooms. Haven't done it before in those colors. I haven't done it before, but I'm here for it. If you guys want to come back tomorrow, we'll get started on it. I love the texture. I'm probably going to lay it back down and do the other side, but I'm going to literally do the exact same thing that we just did. That way it'll be completely dry and ready for tomorrow. Anybody have any more questions? If not, I'm going to sign off for My Favorite Paint Show Live. Any questions, Matthew?
No, I think they're just really excited about what flowers you're going to paint and
know.
what colors. I think they're really trying. I mean, they're throwing out some great ideas here. So
Well, I have a couple of new floral books that I've got in the mail, and I need to rummage through them tomorrow and kind of get an idea. But I'm a really big floral fanatic, so that's what I love the most. So I'm picturing a really large white flower with hints of shades of pink and red inside it, and then some stringier little red ones coming up. But I think with the black and the periwinkle, it's going to be a perfect complement. Thank you guys. I'm so thrilled you guys are here. So tomorrow, Sunday, 8:30 Central Time, right?
Yeah, 8:30 Central.
8:30 Central Time, as close as we can. You guys, I hope you can be here. If you are...
Thank you for watching.
I was not prepared for all of that glory. I was not ready for it. I'm here for it though. Thanks you guys for the super fan, super chat money. You guys are awesome. If you want to get notified, I think you have to click like the little bell and subscribe on the YouTube's channel. All right, you guys.
Leah Harper, real quick.
Oh,
the brayer is rubber and the paint is clay based, so the paint will wash off, correct?
Yep. If you washed it, it will wash off. It's actually red, but I don't usually. So there's that.
Well, you wipe it off on your...
Oh, I wipe it on my drop cloth.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
drop
it's
cloth.
completely dry, but yeah, you can tell that mine's not red anymore. You guys, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, and I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Have a great Sunday tomorrow. I gotta stand up.
See ya.
See ya.